Alright, so you've got rhythm, you've got music. What more could you ask for? Anything? How about putting these two pieces together to create a song? This lesson will be the final chapter in creating music where we examine the arrangement view. Let's begin by de-arming our tracks. So if one of your tracks still has the red button activated and there's still circles in the actual track, click on the red button again and they will turn into squares, okay? Because we don't need to record anymore. All right. Now, the first thing that we can do is just play the clips together to see how they sound. Since they are on different tracks, they can be played and sounded at the same time. Click the green arrow on the first track, okay? And you can click on the green arrow of the second track and listen to the magic that you've made. I'm going to stop this track from playing because it's green by pressing a square above and below it, and start by listening to this. See, now whenever I play these, or whenever I click on these, it'll either reset on a beat on the beginning of a measure, or it'll stop it at the beginning of a measure. Okay? There we go. Okay. Now, if you need to stop one or both at any time, keep in mind again that clicking any of the squares above and below will force them to stop playing. This is a good thing to do before you begin a global record, so that you know exactly which track will play at the beginning. So just for a good protocol, I'm going to stop the second track. All right, traveling up to the top center console right here, we see the ominous circle. This is our global record button, and when we hit it, it will allow us to record both parts to a single arrangement however we choose. When you click it, it's ready to go as soon as you launch the first clip, which means I click this, and then as soon as I click on either this track or this track, it'll begin to go. Okay. Whenever you want to add the other clip, press play on that clip. Whenever you want to turn one off, click a square above or below it. I'm going to record 8 to 16 bars of these clips, varying them together and separate. So here I go. Clicking on the record button, it's activated. Whenever I click, I'm good to go. There you go. That was pretty simple. I brought just the first track in, brought the second track in, and then took out the drums for one quick second at the end. Okay? So, once you've finished this, hit tab, so that's tab, or travel over here again to toggle between the session view to the arrangement view. Okay? Now you can visualize the fruits of your labor. Okay, here you can experiment with editing individual hits and adding or taking things away. But for now, I want you to get used to adding and taking away what you have just from your recording. If you would like to go further on this project, I would go back, click on an empty clip slot. Here, I'll do it for you. Double click on an empty clip slot, okay, and record a variation on your melody with the simpler, as well as a variation on your drum beat with the impulse. Okay? Then try to globally record a 16 to 32 measure arrangement toggling between the two drum beats and the two melodies. Have a blast!